The context for both of these events today, the Obama-Clinton event and the Trump event, were completely and utterly changed, however, by the even bigger news that came out this morning. FBI Director James Comey announcing the end of his agency's months-long, high-stakes investigation into Clinton's handling of classified information at the State Department. In his public remarks at FBI headquarters, Comey offered a harsh, thoroughgoing critique of Clinton's email practices as Secretary of State, but ultimately recommended that no criminal charges be filed against the presumptive Democratic nominee.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received. 8 of those chains contained information that was top secret. Although we did not find clear evidence that Secretary Clinton or her colleagues intended to violate laws governing the handling of classified information, there is evidence that they were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information. Although there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. We are expressing to justice our view that no charges are appropriate in this case.
Even all the way down here in Charlotte, you could hear the collective sigh of relief from Clinton's Brooklyn headquarters, and the campaign put out a statement that said in part, quote, "We are glad that this matter is now resolved," end quote. Republicans were predictably quick to jump all over Comey's decision, questioning the impartiality of the FBI's probe. Paul Ryan, Speaker of the House, released a statement that read in part, quote, "While I respect the law enforcement professionals at the FBI, this announcement defies explanation. No one should be above the law," end quote. The chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Charles Grassley, is calling on the FBI to make all of its email evidence public. And Donald Trump, of course, turned to Twitter, first tweeting, quote, "FBI director said crooked Hillary compromised our national security. No charges. Wow. Hashtag rigged system." He also tweeted, quote, "The system is rigged. General Petraeus got in trouble for far less. Very, very unfair. As usual, bad judgment." Al, my friend, what happens now?
Well, Hillary Clinton has a second reason to utter a sigh of relief, if you will, John, and that is because the Republicans are playing this so stupidly. What James Comey said today is absolutely devastating. She was not only careless, she was reckless and arrogant in using this. But rather than seizing on that, they're trying to suggest there's something rigged here, there's something crooked. James Comey is a man of impeccable integrity. No one could question his judgment really on this. And I'm shocked at Paul Ryan. I'm not shocked at Donald Trump. What they ought to do is just seize what is out there. Because it is different than David Petraeus. Intent really matters here. David Petraeus, a man for whom I have a great deal of respect, gave classified information to his mistress. John, if that's not intent, I don't know what is. Hillary Clinton was just arrogant and reckless, and the GOP should be making that case.
Yeah, Al, I think that's right. Look, Director Comey clearly understood the politics of this, and you could see, rather than leading with the fact that he's not going to indict Hillary Clinton, he led with, as I said, a thoroughgoing critique of her, gave her political opponents a lot of material to work with and criticize her over. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of it from now to Election Day, people citing Comey, people seizing on Comey. But the bottom line here, I have to say, you know, a number of people have asked me over the course of this day in Charlotte, well, how do you think this plays for Hillary Clinton? And talking to her senior staff here on the ground and having my own sense of this, this is a really simple story. The story here is binary. Indictment or no indictment. If Hillary Clinton was indicted, or Director Comey suggested that criminal charges should be brought against her, recommended that, this would be one of the worst days in Hillary Clinton's life. She might not be the Democratic nominee and might not be the President of the United States. As of today, a week after basically being exonerated in the Benghazi matter, today she has basically been exonerated in this email scandal, this email controversy. It is a good day for Hillary Clinton, and although there's going to be a lot of arguments going forward about what she did wrong, she is more or less politically now free and clear of this. There's been damage done, but she's free and clear.